just got some fatball stuck in my teeth. Oh my god, look at it, I love it. Hello. All the birds seem to be going in there, so she must have something that I don't have. I mean, the bird update is, there is no bird update. Does it just, oh god. Maybe the nuts aren't big enough. Hi everyone, happy January, said absolutely no one ever. I feel like even though I haven't really been doing much recently, I've got loads to tell you and show you. So the first thing is we're in the process of buying a house at the moment, which is really exciting, but it means that I'm having to start to think about kind of like moving all of our stuff in the garden to the new house, and also like the timeline in terms of like seed sowing and just like the general transportation of all the plants and stuff. So I'm trying to be really practical, and so I'm not sowing as much as I usually would, just because the thought of moving like loads of seedlings just makes me feel so stressed, especially because moving house as it is a palaver. Like the thought of packing up the house is a nightmare, and then the thought of packing up the garden on top of that, I'm just like, oh god, I can't deal with it. And I've done it before where I've like moved a load of seedlings in the car and they just fall over in the car. There's just soil everywhere. Honestly, it looks like your car is an allotment plot. Like, it's ridiculous. So yeah, so that's what's going on. It's actually starting to get really rainy now, and I have to confess, I think one thing I've learned as I've got older is that practicality absolutely overtakes fashion. And so I've got my special rain hat, which looks ridiculous. Oh. Hello. Hello. I mean, I don't think this is how it's, no, hang on. I think that's meant to go, yeah, that's better. That's better. That bit goes at the back. There we go. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I've just come to the point where, you know, okay, this hat looks absolutely ridiculous, but it's so practical. I mean, it really is. My hair stays dry, my neck stays dry, none of that awkward, you know, like when the bottom of your hair gets really wet and then it drips down your neck and through your clothes and down your back. Oh, it honestly makes me shudder. None of that with this hat. None of it at all. It's brilliant. Anyway, boring hat chat over. I just wanted to show you this. So this is my bird bath. My boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas. It was actually really funny because we're buying the house, we decided we weren't really going to do presents this year. And for ages I've been saying like, oh, it'd be lovely to have a bird bath in the garden, but I absolutely didn't expect him to get me one for Christmas because we'd agreed not to do presents. So I thought maybe we'd, I don't know, get each other a pair of socks or something like that. And then I opened this and I cried. I was so excited because it's just so beautiful. I think it comes from Waitrose garden. It's like green marble, and I've sat it on the table just for now because I can look at the birds splashing about in it from the kitchen window where I do literally a lifetime of washing up. I mean, I say that I can watch the birds splashing about in it. Actually haven't had a single bird in it yet, which is a slight problem. I know they do take time to kind of learn where new things are and come to the garden, and also we've got quite a lot of like neighbouring cats that come in the garden, which is possibly why they're a little bit frightened to go in it at the moment. We've had like robins on the table, and I've literally stood at the window for like an hour watching this robin in the hope that it'll just like flit into the bird bath. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm remaining hopeful. So yeah, fingers crossed that they use the bird bath at some point. I was also given this lovely bird feeder. It kind of came with the bird bath. It was like a little bird bistro set, which I love. And again, I filled it up with nuts. And no birds on it as of yet, but I'm hoping that the bird feeder and the bird bath as a pair will attract more birds to the garden. So basically, because it's January, because it's miserable, because it's cold, and also because of the fact that we're moving house, and as I've mentioned, don't want to be like sewing loads of stuff to then take with us, I have instead focused on trying to get as many birds into the garden as possible. That's like my January goal, you know, especially because I want them to use the bird bath, I want them to use the new bird feeder, so I've gone like bird mad. I've also signed up to the RSPB's Big Garden Birdwatch, which I'm so excited about. It starts really soon, so I thought if I can try and get as many birds into the garden as possible, then when it comes to the Birdwatch and I'm like jotting down what I'm seeing, they'll be like, you know, probably really common birds that everyone else is seeing too, but at least I'll have some birds in the garden as opposed to just sitting there like this. So that's the plan. So let me show you what I've been doing. So this is my little bird restaurant that I've created. So I've got a little bird feeder in the background that you can see, and then this beauty. Oh my God, look at it, I love it. Oh my God, isn't it so great? So basically, the other day, my boyfriend and I went for a little walk, and then when we came back, our neighbours, I'm whispering because they might be able to hear me, our neighbours had left a load of stuff outside their house, like that they didn't want anymore, including this lovely little random wooden bench. I've got no idea like what they used it for, but I just absolutely love it, and I thought it would be perfect as a little bird bench. I've been putting little bits of bread on it every day for the birds to peck at, and today I saw a blue tit on it. Honestly, it was so exciting. I actually also made some homemade fat balls to hang in the bird restaurant, and they were really, really good. They're so easy to make. I'm gonna do a separate video on how to make them. Hung them on a piece of string, and I thought they'd be really great because I could hang them all at different levels and it'll look really cool, very like bird restaurant vibes, you know? But I've come to the bird restaurant today to see what's going on, to give you an update, and look. So can you see that piece of garden string that's just hanging? That little bit of string had the biggest fat ball on it you can imagine, and the squirrels have just like chopped it off. They've like chewed through the string and just taken it with them. And I know it was the squirrels because I've been watching them for the last couple of days hanging on the fat balls. He pulled it up like it was a pulley, like he worked like on a fishing boat or something. It was like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and I watched him do it and I was like, oh my God, I really thought we'd like outsmarted the squirrels, and obviously we haven't. Like, the squirrels are still cleverer than me, so like, what can you do? So yeah, I haven't quite thought about what I'm gonna do to solve that problem yet, because I definitely need to make more, because not a single bird had any of the fat ball. I mean, yeah, it's just running out of stock at the moment, just needs to top up the food levels and it'll be back to its full capacity, but at the moment it's looking a little bit sparse. I've just been watching a robin flitting about in a tree, but not actually going to use the bird bench, and I've been watching its movements, and it's flown back into the neighbour's garden. So I feel like my neighbour must have like a better bird restaurant than me. Which, you know, a little bit surprised by, because can't really get a better bird restaurant than mine, but whatever. All the birds seem to be going in there, so she must have something that I don't have. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to stop showing you random birds flitting about now. I'm just going to, you know, let them do their thing. I'm sure they will find my bird bath eventually, and one of these days I will whistle and a robin will land on my hand. I tell you now. I've got 3 bird feeding stations at the moment, but one of them is just the table. The other 2 are obviously completely dominated by the squirrels. Nightmare. So I feel like I need like a squirrel-proof bird feeder. I don't really want to buy one because obviously I've just been like lucky enough to get one for Christmas, which is absolutely lovely. Plus the squirrel-proof ones are quite expensive. So I've seen this idea. I think I've sort of half made it up. It's half something I've seen online and half something I've sort of invented. So I'm gonna make my own squirrel-proof bird feeder, but basically I've had to order some bits. So I'm hoping that they're gonna come tomorrow, and I will make it with you tomorrow, see if it works. So yeah, see you tomorrow. A little bird update for you. I mean, the bird update is, there is no bird update. I haven't spotted any birds in the garden in the last 24 hours, which is quite disappointing. I've been refilling the bird feeders. I need to make some more fat balls, because obviously you saw what happened with my fat balls, and to like make me even angrier, this moment happened earlier on today. I mean, literally, what is my life? I'm just paying for the squirrels to eat, and it's just infuriating. So yes, even more proof that I definitely need to make my squirrel-proof bird feeder creation thing. Yes! Oh my God, my slinky's arrived. I'm literally so excited. Oh, it's very bouncy. Does it just, oh God. I wasn't quite expecting it to be so springy. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. But anyway, I'm gonna play with this for 5 minutes because I mean, come on. I need to have like a little bit of fun. Okay, so I accidentally spent too long playing with my slinky and now it's getting dark and I really don't have time to show you my bird feeder creation homemade slinky thing. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I promise. Also, get a slinky in lockdown. Endless fun, unless you live in a flat like me and then you have to create towers of logs on chairs, on tables. I mean, it's still fun. Anyway, I'm really sorry I'm getting so cold, so I'm gonna have to go inside, but I will see you for slinky creation fun tomorrow. Good morning, it is Sunday morning. And as you can probably tell, it is like the most beautiful sunny January day. I suddenly realised earlier that I am missing one very crucial thing for my creation, and that is all the bird seed and the bird nuts. So I'm going to go on a little bike ride this morning and hopefully try and find a garden centre that hasn't sold out of bird seed and bird nuts. Yes, got my helmet on. Off to find a garden centre, yay! As much as I wish I was one of those people that could cycle along with one hand and film with a camera in the other, I'm definitely not, because I can't even signal at the moment. I'm so bad and wobbly. So yeah, sorry, you're not gonna see much of me on my bike, but I can assure you that I am on it, and I'm off to the garden centre now, so I'll see you when I get there. Here we go! Bit of cycling gear, so I'm just going to go in the house and get it. I can't believe I've forgotten it. I've got my high vis. Made it. Oh. So I'm just going to pop in and get my bird seed, bird nuts now. I've realised that the only mask I actually have with me has got a little Santa Claus on it. I mean, I definitely shouldn't be wearing this now, but anyway, it's the only mask I have, so what can you do? Desperately trying not to get distracted by all the spring bulbs. Got my peanuts. In they go. Just made it home. Just walking the final bit because I'm on the pavement, so I feel like it's not, oh God, I'm only holding onto my bike with one hand, which is actually really difficult, by the way. I've got my bird seed, my bird nuts, so I can fill up my feeder creation thing that I'm gonna make. Yeah, little celebratory ring on my bell. It is like the most January day literally ever. It's so grey and miserable, so I thought I'd wear like my biggest, brightest, most cheerful jumper today to cheer up. But anyway, I now have everything I need, finally, for my squirrel-proof bird feeder homemade creation thing. Here it is, Slinky. Although I found out yesterday that's actually a brand name, you know, like a Dyson. So it's actually called a, oh, what was it called? A spreader? No, not a spreader. Oh, I can't remember now. That's so annoying. I'm gonna have to find out and let you know. But yeah, Slinky is a brand name, so apparently this isn't actually a Slinky because obviously I bought the cheap version. You will need a pair of pliers, a old metal coat hanger, and a spreader, whatever they're called. I can't remember. A Slinky, basically. And that's it. And some nuts, obviously, for the birds, which, as you know, I have now got. God. Okay, so basically you want to unravel this, but kind of only a bit. You want it to join together again at the end. Okay, maybe it's just easier to do it. Another technique. Basically we want the coat hanger bit to be in like a circle. So, okay, so that's slightly easier. Okay, that's quite good, isn't it? Something like that. Then I'm going to go back to my unravelling because, yeah, that was a shoddy attempt. I've still got the bend in there. So then, and this is the moment where it could all go horribly wrong. Basically, what you want to do is like, oh no, okay, well that hasn't worked. Get your spreader slash slinky slash whatever it's called, but then at the top you want to like, you kind of want to bend it so that it like affixes to your coat hanger. Is this worth it? It's so annoying how springy. A springer. Oh my god, that's what it's called. A springer. Not a spreader, a springer. I knew it was a spr. I just knew there was a spr in there somewhere. A springer. Spreader? Sounds a bit naughty. Anyway, okay. Oh my god, guys. How did this work? There we go. Oh my god, oh my god. Get down. Yes. Pinch, pinch, pinch. No! Yes! So that can be, you know, I'll neaten this up. Oh my god! There it is! Look at it! Oh my god! Isn't it wonderful? The idea is that the squirrels can't hang on this because it'll spring. I'm going to put nuts all in here so that the birds can like peck through the holes. Oh my god, I'm going to go get the nuts, hang on. Oh, for God's sake, Emma. I mean, it's a good sign though that they haven't fallen through the cracks, because I did worry that the cracks in my new bird feeder were going to be a bit too wide. Oh no, I've got myself hooked onto my jumper now. Okay, you ready for this? Let's have a go. I mean, that hasn't worked, has it? What? Well, that hasn't worked at all. That hasn't worked. There's like 4 in there. Oh, 3 now. This really hasn't worked how I was really hoping it would. I feel like if I just properly... Yeah, okay, we're all good, we're all good. This is a better technique. Bit of a faff doing this every time. I'm gonna lift this up. Please keep your fingers crossed for me. I genuinely thought this was gonna be the answer to all my troubles, and I'm a little bit sad, but... Oh no, the more I laugh, the more they drop out. This is just dreadful. Well, there you go. That's it. Where shall I hang it up? I think maybe this is why people just buy them. And like probably a lot of research has been done into squirrel-proof bird feeders, so my really good idea of making one out of a slinky and a coat hanger was probably never going to work. But, you know, God loves a trier. So, you can't blame a girl for trying. Hello. Oh gosh, it's very windy. Literally had a sleepless night thinking about my pathetic excuse for a squirrel-proof bird feeder. But oh my god, I've come up with a solution. In case you need reminding, this was the monstrosity that I made yesterday. Shall I show you my solution? Ta-da! So these are my fat balls. Put them in little cake cases. I think they look really nice. Tasty, if you ask me. I mean, maybe I'll have one with my cup of tea. I probably won't. Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to put some of these into my squirrel-proof bird feeder. Are you ready for this? Oh my god, they look so sweet. Look at them. Right, here we go. Oh my god. I cry. Oh, yes, there we go. I'm really, really tempted to try one. Is that weird? I'm scared. Okay, hang on. Actually quite nice. It's just like, I can't believe, what am I doing? I'm literally sitting here eating a fat ball. I mean, come on. I mean, they're quite a little bit beefy. Anyway, next one in. The only thing I worry about is that the birds aren't going to be able to get to them. I think they will though, because they can get their little beaks through those holes, can't they? And hopefully no squirrels, because the squirrel won't be able to like cling onto it because it's too springy. This is just the greatest invention ever. If at first you don't succeed, make some homemade fat balls. I've just got some fat ball stuck in my teeth. I can feel it in there. So there it is. My homemade squirrel-proof bird feeder. I'm so excited. I really hope this works. I think I'm going to hang it up. So, as you just saw, got up bright and early this morning to hang this beauty up. I decided in the end I didn't want to leave it out in the garden overnight because I knew that the squirrels would probably be up earlier than me this morning, and I knew that they'd like try and go for it, and I wanted to catch them on camera. So yeah, I decided in the end to get up really early, put it out this morning, and a couple of things have happened. Really early this morning when I was like half asleep, I was making my morning cup of tea, I saw a squirrel on the squirrel-proof bird feeder and my heart just sank. I was so upset. I was like, no, I've been outsmarted by a squirrel yet again. But I didn't properly look. I was only kind of like half noticing. And then later I spoke to my boyfriend and I was like, oh, the squirrels have got to it. And he was like, have they? Because when I were watching them, I saw them trying to get to it, but I didn't actually see them have any success. So I was like, oh my God. Maybe like they were just attempting to get to the squirrel-proof bird feeder, but actually failed. So then I set up the squirrel cam and I got this. It's worked! I honestly cannot believe it. I mean, it's literally been less than 24 hours, so I feel like maybe they'll work out how to get to it in the end, but at the moment it is working. They cannot get to it at all, which means it is purely a bird feeder, no squirrels allowed. So yeah, I'm so happy. Fingers crossed I might have found a solution to my squirrel problem. Ah, finally. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been enjoyable. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, I really appreciate it. I'll be back soon with my February vlog, and also I'm going to show you how to make a little fat ball so you can make them at home if you want to. But anyway, I hope January hasn't been too awful for you. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are, and I will see you very soon.